Alright, so today we're going to take a look at A Plague's Tale Requiem. Now, I originally was going to plan to do a review for this title, but I just got pulled away from other games. Right now, I am so hooked on Gotham Knights, Uncharted, and not to mention Persona 5 Royal Edition as well. There's just so many games that it's got my attention right now, and I don't think I'm going to be able to put out a review for this game until much, much later. The reason I say that is because the game entirely revolves around stealth for the most part. And, sometimes you're not really in the mood. You just want to play a game, you just want to shoot things or punch things and stuff like that. And this game is not that. So right now, I'm just not in the mood for this type of game right now. Not to say that this game is bad in any way. This is a great game for the type of game that it is. What the developers is trying to go for. It's just like I said, you got to be in a certain mood to fully appreciate the game artistically and just the way that it's meant to be played. It is a very linear game, just like the first one. There's really only one way to approach things to progress the story. It's not like a Metal Gear or any other stealth game where there's multiple ways to approach it, however you like. It's a very story-heavy, linear-driven game, and that's fine. And that's mostly the reason why it looks so good. This is probably one of the best-looking game of 2022. And the reason for that is, again, it's a very linear, story-driven type of game. The developer is able to focus more on what they want you to see. There's no really way for you to deviate from what the developer is trying to show you. All right, so let's talk about the performance. For how good this game looks, I'm not surprised that there are some hiccups here and there, especially when you're running around in town or just running in general. When I'm walking, which I prefer to do in these type of game anyway, the stutter or the hiccup is not there. It's only when you're running around that once in a while you get that hiccup. It almost seems like the game is trying to load or stream in the high quality textures. But for the most part, the game could use a little bit more optimization. You need a pretty beefy machine to be able to really draw everything out in the game. My 4090 should be getting here relatively soon, next few days. So I'm looking forward to see how this game runs in DLSS 3.0. Maybe do some more benchmark on this game as well. So look forward to that video and other video as well as I try to benchmark some other games. As for Ultrawide support, you can't ask for anything better than this. Everything is natively supported, even the loading screen, cutscenes, the menus, everything is natively displayed, and it looks absolutely gorgeous, especially during cutscenes. When things become even more detailed and you're just watching. I'm just watching these cutscenes and my jaw are like, wow. Everything looks so beautiful, especially the facial expression and everything that's in ultrawide. It just looks absolutely gorgeous. All right, so as for the graphics, the game does support full screen. I can't believe I have to say that, but there are some games that don't support exclusive full screen. But it does support it, and it does have HDR, and HDR looks absolutely amazing in this game as well. The upscaling, you can only use DLSS, which is not a surprise because because this game is one of the NVIDIA's promotion for DLSS 3.0, so not surprised FSR is not in there. Other than that, all the other graphic settings are what you expect from a PC port. Alright, so I'm currently in Chapter 6, and I feel like I've seen everything that the game has to offer in terms of combat, if you can even call it combat. Most of the time you're in stealth mode anyway. But I think a lot of people play this game not for the gameplay, but mostly for the story, the settings, the graphics, the music. Just experience the single player. Not so much for the gameplay. At least for me, that's not the reason I play this game. Is for the gameplay because there's really not that much to the gameplay. It's just mostly stealth, and the rats does get a little bit. I would say after a couple hours, they do get a little bit repetitive and sometimes a little annoying, because the gameplay doesn't really change all that much after a few hours. You're gonna be doing the same thing a lot over and over in terms of stealth mode, lighting things, and but they try to mix it up with with AI, trying to solve things with your AI partner, but it's nothing you've never seen before. So yeah, that's not the reason you play this game. Also, this game is not really for everyone. I think it's not going to be for a lot of people, is because the nature of it. It is very slow pace, and like I mentioned, you have to be in a certain mood to play it. And it's also when you finish it, I think it's just going to be a one and done. You pretty much experience everything I think the developer wants you to experience the first playthrough. The only reason why you want to replay is to collect everything. So if you're in that sort of stuff, but for the majority of people, I'm pretty confident that this is a one and done. So I would, pick it up on sale or something like that if the game doesn't grab your attention right away. Just like the first one, I didn't play the first one until like when it was on sale for like much low price. So yeah, that wraps up my kind of first look at or first impression of this game, and it's a good game. So definitely give it a shot when it's at a much lower price if this is currently too high for you. And also look forward to more benchmarking videos. I like to do that once in a while. I'll be building a new system once everything gets here. Migrating to the X670 platform. My 4090 should be getting here in a few days, so I'm really excited to put together my new system and maybe test it out, do some benchmarking videos. So look forward to those videos. So until then, see you in the next one. Take care. Peace out.
Amicia! Amicia!
He had a nightmare. The macula.
It's the shock. What happened today must have woken it.
We had 6 months of respite after he passed the second threshold. But the balance of his blood is very delicate. Amicia, go with Lucas. Magister Verdun is somewhere in this town. Find him and tell him to come quickly.
Right away.
Amicia?
I know. We'll be careful.